I'll tell you what happened. Initially, he was speaking, and he has a right. Every member of parliament on the opposition side, that is, has a right to question ministers on the spendings and allocations, budgetary allocations. He was doing that. The speaker first cautioned him about raising his voice. He, his response was, "That's the tone of voice. I'm not shouting." It went on. Subsequent to that, an issue took place, and again he was cautioned that he's stepping out of line. He stepped out of line. The speaker said, "Sir, you are out of line. You're out of order. I will order you to take your seat, and I will not hear you. You're ordered out of the chamber." I don't care who you are. The speaker is not the person who sits there. It is the seat that he sits in. That seat is priority. That seat is the commanding seat in Parliament. Nobody, including the Prime Minister, is higher than that seat because it's the Speaker's seat. You may not have any regard for the person who sits in it, but the position of Speaker is a very authoritative position. And if the Speaker says so, it's like a magistrate. You have some lawyers who are just, 2 or 3 years, and then they get appointed magistrate. Senior counsel goes into court, and if the magistrate, for whatever reason, may find that senior counsel is otherwise, and says, "Sir, I will not hear you, please take your seat." Senior counsel has to sit down. It is not the young lawyer who is ordering, it's the magistrate whose court you're in. It would have been a simple thing, all this commotion and all this finesse. And Bishop told the speaker in no uncertain terms, "I'm not leaving, get the police to remove me." What kind of religious man is that to begin with? And when the speaker ordered him out of the house, "I will not be listening to you," he said, "I'm not leaving. You will." And then what happened after that? The speaker ordered the sergeant at arms to get him out. The poor young man, what could he do? He told the bishop to leave. He refused to leave. Speaker then asked that arrangements be made to have the bishop vacate the chamber. So the police were called in. The police were called in not to arrest. You can't arrest anybody in Parliament. We all know that. But what happened then was he had to be removed from chambers, as was ordered by the speaker. Voluntarily, he would not remove himself, so he had to be removed. Then the police came in just to do that. What happened after that? It's like you people with mics, and so you surround the speaker, any prominent, good scene that you want to put, everybody's trying to get inside there. Gail Teixeira, the rest of the MPs surrounded him, so the police couldn't get to him. He had to get through that ring around him. And so he was not arrested. And more police came in, and by trying to get the bishop out of there, other members of parliament on the opposition side got into this fracas. There was pushing and shoving. I don't know who got hurt. I understand some of them were screaming, but they've been screaming all the time anyways.
So you thought it was disrespectful to the speaker?
It was very disrespectful. For one, you do not disobey the order of the speaker in the House once it's in session. It's, as I said, it's the same as in a magistrate court or a judge court. Judge tells you to sit down and cite you for contempt. You go down for 7 days straight. Unless some lawyer can come in and get something, a higher authority will make the difference. But that is my take on this. And I honestly think it would have been a simple thing if he had left the chambers, have the chief whip on both sides, renegotiate something to get him back in, if at all, or he'll take his suspension. Football players get millions of dollars a year. And if they do a wrong, they're suspended, they miss 2 or 3 games or something, they can't play. Baseball players, the same thing. I'm an elected member, I can't be silenced. Well, you can be silenced if the speaker tells you to shut up, you shut up.